I had my hat on and flattened my head. Ah. I was blowing out the bird seeds. Oh. How's my ladies? How's my ladies? How's everybody? Hi guys. How's everyone? I'm doing some work and I said let me chat with my ladies. It's a beautiful blessed day. I am super excited, girls. The packing is almost finished. Good morning, Show the World Guyana. I love you, darling. The packing is almost finished. I'm ready to get in there, girls. Get in and decorate and whew, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm excited, girls. So, hi, Rena, darling. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, I'm excited. It's a beautiful thing. It's a blessed, beautiful day. I'm like, oh, let's see what I can get on here. Thank you, Shamsuddin, darling. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Simran, darling. How are you, darling? Thank you, baby girl. Hi, I know. Yes, it's a lovely, sunny, sunshiny day. I came to work early because I have a lot of stuff to get done. Some inventory and stuff to do. And, you know. And a vacation? Don't need a vacation right now. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning. Good morning, Norina, darling. No, Anthony. Hi, Betty, darling. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, sweetheart. I don't need a vacation. I working, and when I finish work, then I would do a vacation. It's indeed a beautiful, blessed morning. I am so sorry that me achieving another milestone, you know, after everything I've been through, my depression, tried to take my life, my broken marriage and all of that. I am so sorry that my home that I just bought, my house that I just bought to create a home and a new family, new memories, build happiness. I'm so sorry that it hit the internet like the earthquake that just hit Colombia. You know, they say family is the worst, right? Not all the time. But I would not lie to you. All the time I'm sitting in my apartment, quiet by myself. Nobody yet saying anything bad about Asha. About my car. They say that is AI. All kind of thing. Jealousy hitting, hate hitting. As I say about a house, all of a sudden it's an AI house. Well, that's okay. I live in my AI house while you still live in your shithole. And all the time I'm in my apartment, nobody are talking about what I went through for the last year. No one's speaking about anything. Now all of a sudden, my house is a problem for everybody. And that's to show you human beings. Human beings. The worst thing in the world. Our own selves are our enemies. Downfall. Before the world eyes, I fell apart and I broke down. Tried to take my life, went into a depression because I was so hurt by the mistake my husband made. You know? And the world saw me fall apart. The world saw me for years, how I took care of my family and my home. And then I see the hate, the reality of people. You know, Show the World Guyana, that's okay. Yeah, I understand she was last night there trying to justify herself again. I shared it with my husband, my ex-husband, and I shared it with Victoria and stuff. So I don't expect anything good from her. That's why I don't speak with her on a regular basis. You know, because I know exactly what she gives. So you know they have a saying, when you want someone to know something, tell them where you think they would talk about. And that's exactly what she did. From the way she spoke, you could tell it's jealousy. Jealousy and hate. She's mad because I don't give her any money. She's a 30-year-old woman, 29-year-old woman. I don't give a fuck what age she is. She's a grown woman. I don't owe her any grown children, nothing. It is a choice I make if I want to help. In America, from the time you reach 18, your mother and father send you to work. 15 years old children working. And I am not going to let these blight, including her, to steal my happiness. I understand that, you know, she sat on the internet again, justifying and talking about I could never achieve anything if I didn't get what I get. Where did I work? I never work for anything. I don't know what type of woman you are, but that's not the woman I brought up. That's not the young lady I thought I brought up. Right? Right? I don't know what is your problem. You talking about, and this goes generally, yeah? This goes generally to all women out there. Divorced women we are talking about. Right? For you as a woman, because you are a woman, you are 21, 29, 30 years old. Right? To come and say that your mother worked nowhere, that's to show you how you devalue women at home who dedicated their lives to taking care of their families. You devalued a woman's worth because you feel a woman not working and getting a physical salary. You tell yourself a woman didn't work anywhere and don't deserve anything, and they didn't work for what they get or what they have. Reality check, young lady. Get your head out your ass. Because women, whether they work at home, whether they are stay-at-home mom, whether they draw a pay or not, and I'm educating you because you're young and you seem very naive and stupid, to be on the internet to talk about your mother didn't work anywhere. What do you think women do at home when they're a stay-at-home mom? You think you could pay a mother for what she does or a wife for what she does at home? She is the hardest working unpaid person in the world. Anybody could tell you that in society. That's the hardest job for a woman. And the fact that you sat on the internet looking so stupid and being supported with people with a mentality like you because they hate me. Everybody was waiting for her to fall and to die and to suffer and struggle and see me down and out. And the fact that you come to discuss what I get and what I didn't get is none of your business. It tells you are jealous and you're envious and you want what I get. You feel I owe you something. I don't owe you anything. I don't. You just show the world what an ungrateful daughter you is, who came into my home pretending you're coming to support your mother, talking about you work for me and I didn't pay you. I didn't have to pay you. I gave you something out of a good gesture. You came and you helped your mother and your mother's supposed to pay. You came with expecting a pay? You're very disrespectful. And then you lied to my face and said you don't want to get into the drama. You created this drama from the minute you start to answer a question like you on an interview. All you had to say is, I don't know. That's not my business. That's my mother and my father's business. I don't know anything. But you want to be relevant. And the fact that you're moving and your ass might be broken, you feel your mother owe you something. I don't owe you anything, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. But I want to school you a little bit, little girl. I'll school you a little bit. Women who are stay-at-home moms and raise children and a family, not because they're not bringing a physical pay, means that they didn't work or deserve anything. If you value yourself like that, get a man to treat you the same way. Get a man to treat you the same way. I don't know if it is that you want my life or you wanted a man like him. I don't know. Or if you was jealous the way he treated me, loved me, worshipped me, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's years you're trying to drive a wedge. But it wouldn't happen, girlfriend. it wouldn't happen. You just get strike number 3 with me. And I am your mother and I would love you from far. But you could never cross my threshold again. You just justified because I spoke about he didn't bring clothes for me. So what's so big in that? You get clothes in your house. If you get a gun, it's okay. But this is not for you to talk. This is your mother's pain. Your mother hurt. That the neglect she felt by the person she loved, you don't have a right to speak about it. You just justified why a man should do what he did and made an excuse for a bad behavior of neglect. I hope a man never treats you like that. When your man was beating you up and busting up your face and all kind of thing, and you so go down in the ground and bawl, yes, your master, yes, your master. Maybe you want a man like that again. You remember when that boy you had to pick up and he was beating you up and busting up your face and you lie and tell people, the people share pictures and say, that's where I beat you in your face and was your boyfriend beat you up? And I came on the internet and defended you. I came on the internet and called him out to leave my daughter alone. You're very ungrateful. You know? You're very ungrateful. And I want, this is an eye-opener for people around the world to show you what children can do to you. So, open your eyes, parents. Open your eyes, moms. And many of you, your children, have disrespected you, drag you down, spit in your face for all what you have done. And I am no different. My children are no different. She proved herself once again by being just who she is. She can't help it. She pretends to care. She vexed because I didn't tell her in my business. I didn't include her in my business. I didn't call her every day to converse with her. Because I remove myself. Because I know how she mouth this talk. So when you want someone to know something, you tell them what you think you want them to know and see how they go spread it all about, and then you sit back and you laugh at them ladies. Right? Marcus says she sounds so dumb and inexperienced to add to she 2 cents to people's life story. Cass, I am not Jesus. I don't have to forgive for nobody for what they do, not know what they do. I'm not Jesus, darling. Right? To know a daughter like that, want to poison the parents against each other before she be the mediator in the middle. I don't care who asks your questions. You don't have a right. You have a choice to choose to answer or not to answer, but you want to be relevant, and that's what you choose to do. Right? You saw your mother fell apart. You saw your mother try to take her life on a live video, and you pretend you care, and you was crying, and you come to help your mom and all kind of thing. And it shows me you're full of envy, jealous. You never liked your mother's successful life. You never liked it. If I speak about my personal business, it is mine to speak about. You know better than them people on the internet. Talking other people's business when you didn't experience it and you didn't go through it and you don't live here. You don't live amongst us for 15 years. You don't know anything of us. And that proves that you're very jealousful. And then you will sit there and convince yourself. Your father used to suffer from schizophrenic. The one with dead. Maybe you have that disease too. Should go get yourself checked. You find the internet quiet. You find your mommy blossoming. So you wanted to come out here and say nasty things so people can come back and start attacking your mother and say, oh, she daughter said that, so it had to be true. I don't have to prove myself to anybody. I'm loving my beautiful life God blessed me with. And I still grieve for the man that I loved for 25 years and a beautiful life I built with him. And nobody can take that away from me. I'm still hurt by his actions. And so what? I am getting there one day at a time. And I'm building a beautiful life for me that God is blessing me. So little girl, know your place. Whatever I get in my divorce, it seems to be bothering you. I work for that. I lay with him for that. I washed, I cook, I iron, and I clean for that. For 25 years. So you're very out of place and disrespectful to say a woman, and this goes to all women, didn't work for something they get or they receive. You're young, you will learn the hard way. And you will never get my help. Never. You will never, ever get anything from me. I disown you because of your disrespect over and over and over and over. You sit there, you smoke your marijuana, and you sit there on a live, and you're disrespecting your mother on the same couch your mother buy for you. You didn't tell people the couch you lie down there and talking me bad that your mother give you money to buy that. Oh, you forget our part. Huh? You forget our part, right? Your brother and sister, they have their little Instagram or whatever, and they don't be on social media. And your stepfather don't be on social media, but I give you the right to drag them in to your bacchanal. He didn't ask you to be his mouthpiece. He didn't ask you. And he'll shut you down now for what you did. Because you just raise a whole entire thing to focus on the man and I again. You looking for attention. I don't know what you're trying to prove. It's what you're trying to prove, don't have a point, and it's irrelevant. It's only relevant to people. At the end of it all of you asking how much man I have and how much churn I make for how much different man I didn't use your vagina. How is that relevant to any one of you? You pay my bills? Do I have to answer to any one of you? Do any one of you contribute anything positive to my life? But you so want to know. I don't understand the obsession with me. Why you all want to know where I breathe, where I sleep, where I piss, where I wear, who I talk to, who I fuck? Why? Why? Am I so intriguing to you all? Am I such a big celebrity? Huh? And he's not your father. He raised you. He didn't adopt you. He raised you like a father. Your father dead. Right? Your father dead. So let me tell you something, Amelia. As a big daughter, a woman, I expected better, but you know, I know what I went through with you. So I don't know if you feel you want to cry to you was abused. Huh? Where you get abused? Everything that happened to me in my life, apparently you suffer it. You mimicking my life. You mimicking my life because you're jealous. There's nothing about me to be jealous of. I struggle for everything I have. I've gone through hurt. I forged myself out of the ashes and flames. This is an eye-opener for many of you parents out there. Many of you parents. And I don't hate you, girl. I'm just sorry that you're so pathetic. I don't hate you. I don't have to come here and explain anything to anyone. At all. I'm a celebrity. Yeah. You know, it's an eye-opener. It is not sad. Right? Asha, you Selma Hayek to them. It is an eye-opener. It is not sad. It is an eye-opener. And God put things in places, and he opened up doors and windows for you to see people for who they are. And even if it's your children, you just have to cut them off sometimes. And I hope you take one day at a time and you rebuild yourself. You came out on the internet to bash your mother, to talk about your mom and your stepfather's experience and life. Like you experienced my hurt. And you thought that it would give you views, but it backlash you. Because you see how many women they lost respect for you? When they saw you and your mom rebuild yourself. You remember you used to take money from Dorica, the man who raped your mother, to cuss your mother on Facebook. You remember that? And say nasty things about your mother. Nothing come out your mouth. Nobody would believe it's not the truth, and you know that. You used to take money from the man who raped your mother to cuss your mother on Facebook. The 1,600 or 1,300 he sent you. And you said, well, it's money, I take it. You have no value to yourself. No ethics, no integrity. None. Donna said, Asha, to tell you the truth, I'm very sorry you have a daughter like that. She took my hurt and what I felt and try to degrade me with it. And talking about horn and horn and horn. It's years you're trying to sing that in Vishnu ears. It's years you're saying that on the internet together with Dwarika. When Dwarika tell you to say that and he pay you. But God know the truth. And I don't have to lie on my cat. And I don't have to lie to nobody or prove anything to anybody. And I ain't cussing you, I ain't hating you. But I'm schooling you. That you just shame yourself and embarrass yourself when you think you could have shame and embarrass your mother. Right? You don't know where your mother pulled herself out of a very dark place. You don't know. And I am very proud of me. And I am very happy of the place that I am in right now. It took a lot out of me. You should sit there and be a shining example and say, you know what? I don't know what's going on with my mom. She don't talk to me. I give her space. She's finding herself. And you know what? Even if my mom get 20,000 or 100,000 from her divorce, my mom is drinking and partying and looking for man. My mother building herself. She expanding herself. My mom buy a car. Look, my mom buy a house. Damn, that's woman power. If it was anything, you were supposed to do that, Amelia. But from the time I buy a house, Jack and Jill came tumbling down the hill. Jack and Jill came tumbling down the hill. Eh? Jack and Jill came tumbling down the hill. Just imagine that. You make a fool out of yourself. You came for Christmas at our home. I treated you so nice. We went out places. You sit down and you order the most expensive thing to eat. We was laughing at you. And ask you, like you paying the bill, boy, it's your birthday, you order the most expensive thing. But you are money hungry, Amelia. You're cravenous for what other people have. Remember when my friend from Penal, how you beg him for money, the $500 you beg him for, and then you threaten him to tell his wife that he was hitting on you? People don't know who you are. I know who you are. I know who you are. So me come here to put your dirty laundry out there. That's for you to put your own dirty laundry. But it shows me what you really are. It shows me what you really are. Imagine that your mother went through a whole depression. Your mom broke down and you come here to talk about your mother horn, your mother work for nothing, your mother this, your mother that. And to me, that's pure hate and envy. That's what that song's like to me. Because I don't see the logic in that. I don't see the logic in that at all. Hate and envy. Because somebody... You know what? I notice a lot of you Trinidadians. You don't like to see people happy. A lot of you Trinidadians hateful. And the ones who cussing you and they're beneath you. Because nobody whose life is great and doing well would take the time to be in other people's business and curse other people for their own life. You know what it took for me to be this place I am? Huh? Do you know what it took for me to find myself in the last year? Living alone, crying alone, eating or not eating alone, sitting in my car crying, sitting in my shower and crying, sitting on the floor and crying, driving and crying, coming to work and crying. And I cry and I cry and I cry and I vent and I vent and I vent and I cry and I vent and I vent and I cry and I healing myself. And while I was doing all of that, I was still building myself. Because I cry and I vent, that means I didn't go through something. For some people, I don't have to explain how I feel or what I go through. I use all that hurt and build strength from it and kept going. And kept going. I'm focusing on my store. I'm focusing on building. That's who I am. I'm always building. With my ex, without my ex, I'm always building. And you sitting there and trying to drag your mother down on the internet. Because you feel you could tell your mother life story and you don't even live here. You don't even live here. That man don't even have a conversation with you. And you're lying and telling people, the man and you just talk every day. He don't. When you say good morning, daddy, 3 hours later or 10 hours or 3 days after, he will text you back and say, good morning. He don't even answer you. I could tell you. But I don't know who you're trying to impress. Or you feel that if you defend his name, he go give you money when you call. He have 2 children to take care of. You are not his child. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. You could mind your own self. You taking man now, let your man and them mind you. Why you want your mother man to mind you? You bold face. You bold face. You need some serious psychiatric help. Every one of you women out there, whether you're a housewife, stay-at-home mom, whether you are a career woman and a mom too, you matters. And if your marriage come to an end and you go to court and you get a divorce and the assets were separated, you earn half of that. Rightfully, you earn half of that. This little girl sat on the internet, have no shame, no common sense, and telling people a woman never worked for anything. Before you say, that's my mom and that's my dad or my stepfather or whatever, you know, and I hope one day they could bury the hatchet and still be friends, you know, let my mother vent. She hurt, let she vent. No, you want to drag your mother down because you see your mother lift up herself from the floor. Were you there for me? Were you there for me? How many times you called or text me? You only call or text to know my business. And I feed you. I feed you what I want you to go talk about. And it's exactly what you did that shows me and proves to me who you really are. I do not trust you. I do not trust you and will never trust you. I will tolerate you. That does not mean I trust you. There's a difference. You broke my trust 11 years ago. And I treat you with a pinch of salt. Not because I love you, have a nice day. I give you the benefit of the doubt. And you can't dim my light. None of you on the internet can dim my light. None of you could cut her videos and share it to try to laugh or bring me down. You cannot. You see me where I'm at? I am at peace and happy. I'm still hurt. And I still grieve for the man I loved and spent 25 years with. I didn't marry that man for money. He had nothing when I met him. We both built together. And who are you, little girl, to come on the internet to speak about him or me? That's not your right. That's not your man. You have not lived with us. You just want to know we business. So let me tell you that. And you will sit there and you would look at me, all of you who are wishing me bad when I was moving my store from over there last year and over here. You wish me bad. These talkers, you know, I tell all, and all rejoice. I feed you what you wanted to hear. You ran with it because all you like people business too much. I sat here, worked Sunday to Sunday, sacrifice, and I built a house. And all you sit down there on the internet minding my business, scratching all your balls and all your cat, and still in the same place. The same place. That man I married for 25 years, it wasn't my boyfriend, he was my husband. A man I built a life with for half my life. And you sat on the internet like a little idiot, uneducated, lack of common sense little girl to belittle women that they never work for anything. So they didn't do that on their own. They did that. Women did that. They didn't have to literally go out there and work and bring an income. the sleepless nights, the time mother eat last. She made sure everybody was okay. That's a woman's job that work and never get paid. But apparently you wanted to see your mother on the streets just like everybody else who hate your mother because your mother answered back these cockroach on them and they didn't like it. So what you do? You use your mother hurt to weaponize it against her. But you can't hurt me. None of you can hurt me. None of you can live through what I have lived through. And what I see from all of this is jealousy, and you have proven me right again. Defective human beings. 5 a.m. this morning, someone texts me. Someone texts me and abusing me. For my own house. My own house. Somebody, look, I posted on my Facebook page. In a text message, 5 a.m. I live in rent-free in your whole head. Whole night you can't sleep. But you thinking about me 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. I get up this morning. And I heard playing on my phone, so I pick up the phone. And first thing I could see is somebody with a 647 number abusing me on my text message from my own house. My own house. You all abuse me for my own life. I spoke about being sexually violated. I spoke about my previous ex-husband, how he abused me. He was a cop. I spoke about my marriage falling apart because, you know, my ex-husband made a mistake. He didn't know how to correct it. I don't know. I'm not making excuses. But I talked about my hurt. And you all abusing me for my hurt. My experience, all you abusing me for. Like, all I hate to see somebody strive. You all laughed at me when I tried to take my life and say, good, she should have dead. Why should have killed herself? All that all they tell me on the internet. And I kept rising and rising and rising and all they sitting there still hating. And you can't even help yourself because that's the type of heart you all have. You all can't pull me out of character. I can express myself. I have days I could go out of character. But you all are not going to steal my peace. You all are not going to steal my peace. You all are hungry mouths, low-life cockroaches. And you're talking about a woman or me didn't work for anything? Every single woman out here who's married or in a relationship, they have worked every single day of their lives, even if they probably didn't bring in a salary. You should learn something, little girl. Not because you have a 7 to 4 job or 8 to 4 job and you own a little apartment, you're renting a little apartment, you feel that's the way to life and that's everything in life. It isn't. It isn't. You know how hard your mother worked. You know the days your mother sacrificed. When you're getting big party thrown. Who you think made that happen? Huh? I think you have an education. I took a man who could have helped take care of you. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Say thank you because your father left you by the road. You want to use my hurt to gaslight me. Manipulate. You're not a mother, you're not a wife, so you don't know anything about a marital home. So you should shut up, learn, listen, observe. And God has blessed me tremendously. I lost, I gain, I will lost, I will gain, I will gain, and I will lost, and I will lost, and I will gain. It is life. It is the process of life. Nothing goes smoothly every day. And you think because your stepfather and I divorce or we fight or I yell and scream or I vent about what I felt and what he did, you think that I'm supposed to hate him? I hate what he did, not him. I hate what you did. I didn't hate you because if I'd hate you, you couldn't step foot back in my house. That's the difference between me and half of all you out here. I don't hate people. I hate what they do. If you're in trouble, I'm the first one to reach there to help you. And that's why, Amelia, and all of you out there, God will always bless me. He will always bless me. And many of you women who feel lost, feel hurt, feel despair, God's going to bless you too, and He is blessing you. Sometimes God has to remove you from your comfort zone for your growth. Sometimes God has to break something to bring it back stronger. Sometimes we have to learn from our mistakes to grow stronger and do what's right. Okay? I just have to get my bottle of champagne to pop one in here after I bless my house. To wait for my house to bless first. Right? But you don't know, girl. You don't know the road that many women, not only a mother, many women in this world walk through. You don't know many women who sit behind the screen looking at me, how broken they are, but they don't have the voice. They don't have the strength because they feel too embarrassed to show the world what they're going through, how they feel. It takes a lot of strength and courage without shame to come out here and speak of one's hurt, knowing society will use it against them to hurt them and try to drag them down. It takes a phenomenal human being to do such. Jesus Christ was betrayed by His own that He sat and had dinner with. So being betrayed by my own flesh and blood is nothing new. It's nothing new. I'm not a saint, girls, and I don't want anybody to praise me. I am not perfect, but I am far by perfect. I'm a human being first. And I love this world. I love people. But people have disappointed me all my life. That does not mean that I'm going to hate people because a handful of people did me wrong. No one is going to change my heart. No one is going to make me bitter and resentful. I will always express my happiness, my achievement, my sadness, my brokenness. I will always express it. Because it makes me feel good. It's the way I heal. It's the way I shine. I don't sit on this internet and curse no one about their pokey. I don't sit on this internet and talk about nobody's family life. I don't sit on this internet and put my mouth in nobody's business. And you sit there and wonder why God blessed me? I speak of me. I don't give my 2 cents or opinion or what I think of somebody's life. That's none of my business. None. So you sit there and feel that you are a victim, Madam Amelia. You are a victim of your own thinking and the life and the choices you choose. The choices you make in life, that's what makes you a victim. You want your mother shine. You want your mother spotlight. I'm not competing for any of those things. Because I didn't keep in touch with you and tell you my plans. You mad? Well, I said good morning and she never answered. And she blocked me. From the time I blocked you, that should have told you, I don't want your drama. I don't want you bringing back and forth and playing sides. Because you have an agenda for everything you do. Everything you do, you think you should be rewarded and paid for it. I don't do anything with an agenda or look for anything in return. That's why I block you. Common sense, you're lacking common sense. That didn't tell you, well, I wonder why my mother blocked me, boy. What I say, what I do? Man, leave she alone, she takes she space. I remove myself from toxic you. And then you turn around and you said that you don't want to get involved in my drama. You created a whole drama on social media. And you talking about drama? You're pathetic. You need some serious psychiatric help. Maybe your father genes rub off on you, the one that dead. Not your stepfather, your father. Huh? Thank you, dear Lord, that I could do this. You should be proud and sitting there and saying, look at my mother. My mother went on depression. She didn't go to drugs. She didn't go to alcohol. She is smoking marijuana like myself. That way you should just think about it. My mother running man. My mother taking she money and getting no man. My mother billing herself. So all the talk. But your mother's success bothering you. You feel I owe it to you, I owe it to somebody, or I owe it to anybody. I don't. I don't. Alright? Block, block, block. I don't care for your opinions and your negativity. So if I block you, it tells you I'm removing myself from your negativity, from the environment that causes or could cause hurt and distress to me. Don't get offended. Don't be mad. Don't. That goes to all you haters if I block you. I just choose not to entertain your fuckertivity. I choose not to. Why are you mad because you're saying nasty things and somebody block you? You're irrelevant. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear you. Block. You're not going to get an audience here. I do not care about your fuckativity that you have to say on the social media. I am who I am. Brave, tall, proud woman. Everybody saw for the last 2 years how I broke, how I fell, You saw me at my worst. And before, woman, you know. Say, wow, one day I want to be like Asha. But I don't want to feel that pain Asha went through. I could only imagine. But look at this fucking woman. And this woman get her back. And this woman going strong. The resilience of us women. But you low-life pieces of whores out there, so hateful and so jealousful. Because you're miserable in your own lives. Keep being miserable. Because you didn't see half of what I have already done. And my grandmother used to say, never lay your right hand, know what your left hand doing. My grandmother used to say, don't announce your success until it's completed. And that bothering all you. I've only just gotten started, darling. I've only just gotten started. There's many more success to come. And I have God to thank for that. Not a man. Not a man. God. He heard my tears. He saw my tears. He saw my heart. He counted my tears. Alright? So what God bless, no man can curse. Just remember that. Even when I broke and I fell, and I was down and out, He still blessed me. God still blessed me. You think that was a failure? No, I had to go through that in order to know my worth and remind myself of my value. I had to go through everything I went through in order to be where I'm sitting here today. It's funny, yeah? How the devil feel like it use your own family and a soft spot in your heart to try to pull you down. But guess what? That test just passed. Because the devil will never win. Never. I'll have many days that I will go up and down. But by the grace of God and my faith, and I'll always keep hope to get up, get dressed, and show up. What I teach women for years on this internet that I failed to execute in the darkest moment of my life. I stood up, I got dressed, and I fucking showed up. Sit there and watch me climb higher and higher and focus on my business and focus on my beautiful life where I finally have a home to call my own, where I could do the things I loved doing in my previous home. And if I could do it, ladies, you could do it too. It may take many years for some of you to do, and that's okay. The world wasn't built in one day. So the conspiracy you're concocting, it failed. All of you haters on the internet. King Kong, you too. All of you. King Kong, Bullfrog, all of you. So every 1,000 or 10,000 all hate me, it are 10 million that understand people with logic and common sense. All right? Me ain't here to cuss you. Me ain't here to pull you down or drag you down. 11 years ago, I did that when you hurt me. I came out of a place of hurt and I cuss and I cry. But it's okay for a daughter to disrespect and her mother like that. But when a mother come out of hurt and react, the mother cussing she daughter, that's the part all they see. Eh? Because always put on all the donkey blind. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Right? I am blessed and I will stay blessed in my own way. God is not going to deliver my mail at your house. Remember that. Thank you, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, for listening. May God bless each and every one of you. And God bless you, Amelia. God bless you. Because you can't steal my joy. You can paint whatever picture you want of me. I live my life. I know my life and I know my truth. You are nothing better than a commoner, just like all these people on the internet who hate your family. Nothing. You have become just like them. You let social media consume you into drama and bacchanal. Every time I talk about myself, that's my right. I walked in my shoes. No one. All right? So keep on striving, beautiful people out there. And if I have taught you something in throughout the years, all the good, the bad, the ups and the downs, I am honored. I'm honored if God used me as a stepping stone or as an example. I am honored. I am not perfect. I know my mouth is cuss. But that's okay. God didn't judge me for that. Because if he did, he would have condemned me. Right? I know my words. And I know my value. And I know what I'm capable of rebuilding. And I don't need friend or favor from anyone. Because God favor me. Right? Take care, beautiful ladies and guys. And let me go finish up my work here. And I'm excited! Excited to move into my house. Hello, good morning, my beautiful, beautiful ladies and guys out there. Popping in to say hi as usual. It's Friday. It's a